How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to Minus the Gym. And you may have noticed a not so recent health fad popping up online where people are climbing into vats of ice water. So why is that? Well, it turns out that cold exposure, or cold stress as it's sometimes called, does have health benefits, and these are backed by science. So in this video, I'm going to tell you about the top 3 benefits that I personally noticed when I started doing cold showers, how they can benefit your fitness, and also make sure you watch till the very end because I'm going to tell you a very important tip that you'll want to pay attention to if you want to try doing cold showers while building muscle. So my first foray into cold exposure was when I started doing cold showers last summer. So that was the summer of 2021. And I'll be honest, when I first started doing it, I was a bit of a pansy about it. I didn't want to. I was just kind of like, I don't know about this.
Like maybe I should stick with my warm showers and stay in my comfort zone.
But I was able to sort of tiptoe into it. And that's my first tip for you. What you want to do when you first start trying cold showers is take a normal shower, a warm shower, or maybe lukewarm, and then when you're all clean, for like the last minute or two of your shower, start inching the valve towards cold. And you don't have to go ice cold. In fact, I really never do that. I just go really cool, okay? You want to go to the cool side, right at that point where it starts to feel uncomfortable, all right? And you want to stay there for as long as you can. I think my first time was maybe 20 seconds, 20 or 30 tops. But the more you do it, the more you'll get used to it, and you'll be able to go colder and last longer in the cold shower. Naturally, when you feel the cold water hitting you, you're gonna start breathing differently, all right? And that's because it's cold stress. That's why they call it hormetic stress. And believe it or not, that stress, that adrenaline rush, is actually where the health benefits come from. So the first benefit that I noticed from doing cold showers or cool showers, whatever you wanna call it, is that my skin actually improved. And this was almost instantaneous. I mean, I know it sounds kind of ridiculous, but I feel like the first cold shower I took made a difference, and I could see it in my face. And the best way I can explain it is that if you have kind of large pores when you look closely in the mirror, they like tighten up. Your skin will tighten up and the pores close up. And it's just something, you may have noticed this if you wash your face, like if you try warm water or hot water washing your face and then you try cold water, the cold water just seems to close up the pores and tighten up your skin. And you'll actually notice that pretty much right away when you start doing cool showers. And the second benefit is that you can feel it boosting your mood, your energy, and just your overall productivity and your attitude throughout the day. And believe it or not, there's science backing this up where I read about this study where the participants were put on a roller coaster every morning during the study. I believe it was mid-morning. And what the researchers found was that the adrenaline rush, right, the epinephrine and norepinephrine and cortisol spike from riding that roller coaster actually upped their productivity, their creativity, their energy, and their mood for the remainder of the afternoon. So as crazy as it sounds, there are benefits to you, like mentally and psychologically, from having that adrenaline rush in the morning. And since most of us can't get on a roller coaster every day before we start our day, a cold shower is probably the next best option. And the reason why I consider that benefit as beneficial to your fitness is because if you have an improved mood and more energy and you're more productive, that's gonna help you get in a better workout and just all around adhere to your workout routine and your diet better. So it really does help your fitness. And the third benefit of cold exposure that will help you with your fitness, and this is probably the most direct relation, is basically it improves your brown adipose tissue and how much energy it burns. And what that means is in your body, you have 2 types of fat. You have white fat and brown fat. The white adipose tissue is just energy stored for later use. This is the body fat that we want to burn to look lean and muscular. And then you have brown adipose tissue. Now the brown fat, what that does is it takes in glucose and it burns that glucose to generate heat for your body. And what studies have shown is that just a short amount of cold exposure, like a cold shower, for example, can actually increase that glucose uptake by up to 15-fold. What this means is that your brown fat will be burning a lot more energy to generate more heat. And that makes sense because if you were just exposed to extreme cold, your body's going to react by, hey, like I need to generate more heat, right? And that's what the brown adipose tissue does. So what this does is naturally raises your BMR. So those 3 health benefits of cold showers and cold exposure are proven by science. I personally experienced them when starting cold showers last summer. And there's just something I want to share with you guys here on my channel because they really do help you with your fitness. You know, some of them directly, some indirectly, but still, this is one of those extreme health fads that I actually agree with and I personally use, at least when I feel like it. I admit I'm not totally consistent with cold showers in the winter. It's a big challenge for me in the winter. Like I said, I'm kind of a pansy with this, but definitely in the warm weather in spring and summer, even in fall, it's great. Even if you just do it at the end of your shower, all right? So when you're all clean, just do like a lukewarm shower and then turn it cool for like a minute or 2, that you will see benefits. Oh, and as promised, I have one important tip for you for those who are trying to build muscle. Do not do a cold shower or any kind of cold exposure immediately after strength training. All right, I learned this from watching a lecture by Dr. Rhonda Patrick. She was talking about heat stress and cold stress and all the benefits. Because believe it or not, heat stress, like getting into a sauna, for example, that also has its own benefits. But with cold exposure specifically, she said, after strength training, if you're trying to build muscle and you get right into a cold shower or something, some kind of cold exposure, what that does is it actually counteracts the inflammation of the muscle tissue, which is important to trigger that hypertrophic response. So again, if you're trying to build muscle, don't do your cold shower right after the workout. Do it earlier in the day. Oh, and that reminds me, don't do a cold shower at night before you go to bed. I've tried that and it actually really wakes you up and you'll have trouble sleeping. So hopefully that helps. All right, everybody, thank you so much for watching and tuning in. And if you enjoyed this video and you found it helpful, please hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe and stay tuned. And I will see you in the next video. Enjoy those cold showers.